Hi all. In the last session, we discussed what is web services and types of web services and a difference between the SOAP web services and REST web services. And today's session, we are going to discuss how to create the API request and how to validate the response in the Postman. Okay. Before creating the API request, first we have to create the one collection. So within under the collection, we have to create the every API request. Okay, how to create the collection? While clicking on the plus button, create new collection plus button. Just click on that plus button, then click on blank collection. So it will create the one collection. By default, name was new collection. This time I'm going to changing the name of the collection like testing. So I'm giving the name of the collection testing. Okay, then within the collection folder, I have to create the our API request. Okay, just click on the API request directly. Otherwise, just select the collection folder and just click on the three dots. Then click on the add request. So it will create the one request by default, and the name of the request is new request. So if you want to keep it the same, otherwise if you want to change the name, API request name, you can change it. So I'm giving the create booking. So one API request was created. Okay, by default it displays the in the dropdown in the get method. Here we have to provide the endpoint URL. Then we have to just click on the send button. We'll get response from the server. Okay, so this is a way how to create the collection and API request. Now see, already I created one API collection folder that is called testing API. Within the collection, I created two folders called one is positive endpoints and negative scenarios. Okay, in the positive endpoints, we'll have the all positive API requests, and the negative scenarios. I have to complete the negative scenarios. We have to create in the negative scenarios in the negative scenarios folder. Okay, but this time I created completely in the positive scenarios, positive endpoints I worked on. First, we'll see the get booking IDs. So we have to retrieve the data from the server. Already some booking IDs exist in the server. I have to see that booking IDs. Okay, I have to use the get method in the dropdown, and I have to provide the endpoint URL here. Okay, just click on the send button. We'll get the response from the server in the format of JSON. So here we have the different formats. Suppose if you are familiar with XML, go with XML format. Suppose if you are familiar with HTML, go with HTML format. If you are familiar with text, go with the text format. So if you are familiar with JSON, go with the JSON format. So you can see, you'll get the response from the, you can see the responses in the different formats. Okay, so suppose if you want to see the booking ID information for the 1051, okay, just copy that booking ID. Okay, create the one more API request, get booking ID details. Okay, okay, here just provide that ID at the at the endpoint of and this is the endpoint URL. Okay, and last slash 1051 I'm giving just booking ID, and this time also I'm using the get method because we have to retrieve the data from the database, right? So I'm just click on the send button. So this is the booking ID details of the 1051. So here we are getting the success message. Status is 200 is nothing but a successfully we'll get the response from the server. And the time is displaying here 662 milliseconds, means within the 6 seconds we'll get the response from the server. Okay, next I have to create the one booking ID. I have to create the one booking ID. For this time, we require the request body. For this time, we require the request body. Okay. Previously, while creating the booking IDs, sorry, while getting the booking IDs and getting the booking details, we don't require the any. We are not given the any request bodies. For while creating the booking IDs, so we definitely we have to provide the request body, and we have in the header tab we have to provide the content type, key value, key content type, and value is an application JSON. So in the body tab we have to enter the uh, request body in the JSON format, and in the drop down we have to select the post method because we are creating the data into the server, and we have to provide the endpoint URL. Okay, just click on the send button. For this time I'm going to change the name here, test 123. Okay, and just click on the send button. One booking ID was created with the booking ID number was 3383. We have to verify that, validate that booking ID created successfully in the database or not. How can we validate that? Just go to the booking ID's API request, just enter your booking ID, just click on the send button, we'll get the information test 123. So the successfully the booking ID was created. Yes or no? Suppose if you want to delete that booking ID, okay, if you want to delete that booking ID, okay, whatever you get the response from the server, okay, just copy that, copy that, paste into the request body, and go to the header tab. You just create key, you just give the key as a content type and values and application JSON. But if you want to delete the booking ID, we require the token number. Okay, we have to generate the token. How can we generate the token? So using the post method we have to generate the token. Okay, just I'm giving the endpoint URL in the slash auth. Using the post method, I just in the body, in the request body, I just given the username and password. Okay, just click on the send button. In this time the token will generated. Whatever you getting the response with the token number, just copy that token number and go to the delete booking request, just paste that token number here. Okay, so we have the API request body here, and in the headers we given the cookie, the token number, and content type application JSON. Okay, just and one more thing, what is the booking value here? 3383, right? I have to given the 3383. So I'm going to deleting the 3383 booking ID. Just click on the send button. Okay, we'll get the success message. Successfully the resource was created, deleted in the database. Okay, suppose if you give the wrong ID means wrong booking ID means just click on the send button. We'll get the message 405 method not allowed. Yes or no? So this is the way how to delete the booking IDs from the server. If you want to update the data from the server, we have to use the put method. Suppose for the respective booking ID, for the booking ID 317, I want to update the first name, last name, and total price. So these three parameter values I want to change. Okay, so I want to change these three parameter values. I want to update this data to the server. Okay, so this is the API request body, and the header tab we have to key name, we have to provide the content type, and value we have to provide the application JSON, as well as and we have the key name, we have to provide the cookie, and value we have to provide the token. And this token generate, we have to generate the token if you want to update the information from the database. If you want to anything, if you are going to update anything to the database, Okay, you want to generate the token. Okay, for this time I'm going to generate in the one token number. For this token number, go to the delete, sorry, update booking API request and go to the header tab and just paste the token number here. Whatever we generate the token number, we're providing into the value column. Okay, so now we are ready. The API request was ready, and in the header tab, the content type and cookie also ready. So I'm going to update in the information for the 317 booking ID. Okay, so go to the body tab, and this time I'm going to changing the test 678. Okay, just click on the send button. So we'll get the success message. The successfully the data was updated into the server. So so this is the response body what we get from the server. Okay, so the database updated into the server. So this is the thing how we are going to creating the collections and how we are going to maintain the API request under the collection folder. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe it.